Today on the PageantCast, we go to questions from the chat room. When we record this live on YouTube Live, you're going to love it with Phaedra Pistone. She's Mrs. North Carolina, United States. You're going to love this one. Questions from the chat room with Phaedra. Today on the PageantCast. TKPN.
Welcome to the PageantCast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
Hello, I'm Sierra Evans, Miss Junior Teen Hyde Park, and you're watching the PageantCast.
You're watching the PageantCast. I'm your host, Tim Kretschmann. So pleased that you could join us tonight. We have a fantastic program lined up for you because in the other room of our Skype chat, we have Phaedra Pistone. She's Mrs. North Carolina, United States. Did I say it correctly both times?
Pistone.
Fistone?
Pistone.
Pistone. You know what? We're going to start over. Let's start over. Okay, in 3, 2. You're watching the PageantCast. I'm Tim Kretschmann. I'm your host from Muskego, Wisconsin, and we have a great program lined up for you today because we have Phaedra Pistone. She's Mrs. North Carolina, United States, in the other room of Skype for us today. How are you doing, Phaedra?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're all fantastic over here, including my favorite little bear that's behind me that people usually make fun of me for. But he's cute, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you sleep with him at night?
He's my little buddy. He's my little buddy. All right. So we were talking just before coming back on air, and our chat room, we got a lot of people watching, but our chat room, people are a little bit shy. Except for one gentleman is out there making sure that the chat room's going. Oh my.
Oh.
I don't know if this is good or bad, but we're going into it. This is questions from the chat room. And we're going live with it right here. And there's our chat room. I put it up in the corner for us.
Okay.
Now let's see. Thomas, I just learned how to pronounce his name. Pistone. There it is.
Yes.
Okay, so he's in there and he says, "What is your favorite meal to cook for dinner?" So let's get. You know what? You're reading ahead. No more for you. All right. So, what is your favorite meal to cook for dinner?
I like to cook. I usually marinate chicken, and I marinate it in like a tomato basil sauce or a mojito lime sauce, and then I'll fix some kind of vegetable like asparagus or broccoli, and then last night I did these little stuffed mushrooms. They were delicious. So that's one of my favorite meals. My favorite meal of the day is breakfast, and Tom usually cooks that.
Okay, and what types of things do you like for breakfast? I'm a huge breakfast.
I am too. Usually like egg whites or pancakes or I like liver mush.
What is it? Liver mush?
Liver mush?
What's that? Oh, liverwurst.
Well, you can say liverwurst if you want to. It's called liver mush or liver pudding.
Oh, liver pudding. Really?
Yes.
Okay, now you're in North Carolina. Is that grits country? I don't know.
Yes, we do grits. I don't really care for grits unless they're cheese.
Okay, well that's important. See, I believe breakfast is here for one thing, to keep the Dairy Council alive and well. It's very important. Now, a question just came in here. Let's see. How much money has she spent on makeup in the past month? I wonder who asked that question.
Is that from Tom again?
Now, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to show you. It's right.
So is that how much money I've spent to get my makeup done, or how much I've spent on products?
He isn't specific, so I think you can take it whichever direction you would like.
Well, not much.
Yeah, he's not a lawyer, is he? Because that question's kind of open-ended.
Right. He could be a lawyer, but he's not.
Okay.
He drives a little race car and plays golf, and he's a mentor.
That's funny you say that, because he's telling me in the chat that you secretly want to be a race driver.
I mean, I would like to drive one. He's let me drive his little legend car before. It's awesome.
Fantastic. So I have another question here. Oh, Tom wanted to add in products. He wants to know how much you spend on products for the cosmetics there.
Oh, not much.
Okay. That's the answer we're going to get. All right. We have another item in the chat room. Let me bring that up there. How has having breast cancer changed you? And more importantly, who is your favorite sister? That's very important question. And it needs, okay, so let's start with the second question, because it says it's more important. Who is your favorite sister?
That would be Phoenicia, that I ran the 5K with. She's awesome. She supports me in everything that I do, and beside me, helping me fix my dress, earrings, whatever it is. She is right there with me. Booked my mom's trip to come down to Orlando. She's right by my side. She's my younger sister, and then I have an older sister. Her name is Paula, but I guess she's speaking of herself, so Phoenicia.
I'm being told that's fake news at this very moment.
Oh, Tom. Really, Tom.
Okay, let's get to the other question. How has having breast cancer changed you?
You know, it has been, without getting upset, Phoenicia, it's been a life-altering journey, that's for sure. When I found out back in November, the end of November, I went in and no one in my family has it, so I didn't even think anything about having breast cancer. I didn't think it was an issue. I had a problem a couple years ago, but it wasn't anything, it was, some women have that. And it's been a life-changing challenge that I've had to overcome, and I've had to learn new ways and new things to do with my diet and live in a healthy lifestyle. But, most importantly, it's taught me that you need to stop and smell the flowers or look at that beautiful butterfly, because time is passing you by, and we may not have time tomorrow to do those things, because we may not have tomorrow. So, it's just kind of taught me to slow down a little bit, enjoy life, and take it for what it is. Don't take it for granted, and enjoy every moment, because, like I say, you may not get tomorrow.
So what are the types of activities that you do to enjoy life a little bit more? What's something that you used to not do that you do now?
So mainly now, I'm usually like in a frantic, mad state at work, and I'm usually like, oh, we got to get stuff done. And, I've just kind of relaxed, like, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll get done. And, I've pulled back a little bit from work and not working myself as much as I used to, and just spending time with family and friends, and going for my long runs and running 5Ks. Like, that's the first time I've ran 2 5Ks in the last 6 months, which one was before or actually both been after diagnosed, one before and one after. But, just kind of taking life as what comes to me, and not getting stressed out and worrying, and just enjoying my moments that I have.
All right. And we have an update from the chat room.
Okay.
And Tom is telling me the makeup cost was the fake news.
Oh.
And Phoenicia is telling us that you're her hero. So fantastic. Thanks everybody for participating in the chat room. But we now are going to what Phaedra didn't want to do.
Okay.
It's the Fantastic Favorite 5, everybody. That's right. America's least favorite game show here on the PageantCast. I'm your host, Tim Kretschmann. Okay, so here's the thing. We needed a game show to be available to cause trouble whenever possible. The problem was, when I first developed the game show, I lost too often. So I had to change the rules.
Okay.
So here are the rules. Number 1, this contest is set up so that I win. Any attempt to thwart that effort is against the rules. Number 2, I will ask you about your favorite thing in 5 different categories. These categories have been selected to give me a distinct advantage. Deal with it. Number 3 rule is I will ask you a trivia question about your favorite thing on the fly. If you don't answer quickly enough, you lose the point. If you can't answer the question, you lose the point. Keep in mind, I don't have to answer the question. I just ask it. And the 4th and final rule is I'm going to win. Be prepared for the stinging loss. All right, here we go with the fantastic favorite 5, my absolute favorite thing to do here on the show. We'll even play the video again. All right, here we go with the fantastic favorite 5. We're going to start with something that I'm sure you know a lot about. So please tell me your favorite horror movie. So your favorite horror movie. Friday the 13th. You did answer quickly enough. That's good. Now let's see if you'll get the trivia question that I come up with.
Okay.
Which is, who played Jason in the second film?
Myers.
In the second film.
I don't know. Michael Myers?
Michael Myers is the killer from the Halloween franchise.
That's what I meant to say. That was my
right,
favorite.
because you were about to say Stephen Dash as the second Jason Voorhees, who is a very funny guy, and if you ever get a chance to see him, he's hysterical. But who thought a comedian would play Jason? But he did a great job with that. What's awesome is I'm now ahead 1 point.
Oh.
So, okay. Fantastic. We're off to a good start. I'm feeling jazzed. Okay. The next one here, I'm going to make this a little bit easier for you. Favorite movie genre. Your favorite movie genre. What could that be?
Love stories.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I like mysteries like CSI, 2020, 48 Hours.
Okay, those are all TV shows. I asked you movie genre. That's okay, though, because you answered incorrectly. I get the point. So that's 2 points. You are now coming back from a massive... It's almost mathematically impossible for you to win at this point. So now we're going... You know what? I'm going to throw it to you. Favorite TV show. What's your favorite TV show?
I like... it's called Imaginary Mary with Jenna Elfman. I just heard my husband laugh in the other room.
Okay, yeah, because you just named like 15 television shows a second ago, and then I asked you your favorite TV show, and it takes you half an hour to come out with it. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. With Jenna Elfman. You know what? I don't even know that TV show.
Awesome. That's why I had to give you that one. So
yeah, well, you know what? I'm still going to take the point because it took you too long. So... You are now behind 3-0 on a 5-point scale. I'm feeling confident I'm going to win. Nope. All right. So here's the next one. Your favorite fictional character could be in movies, could be in books, could be in TV. And notice I took all those things off of there, so you might possibly get this right. So what is your favorite fictional character?
I like the little Mary and the Imaginary Mary.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you that point. So
Thanks.
you are now 1-3.
All right.
I'm a little upset at you right now. I'll be honest. I'm a little upset. All right.
Try to win somehow.
No. Do I need to read the rules again? Okay. All right. So we're going. I'm being declared a cheater.
Oh.
I don't believe it. In the chat room. Here, let me show you. This is shameful.
Is that from Tom? I'm sorry.
No, it's your sister.
Phoenicia.
Kim is a cheater. Well, of course, I'm not a cheater. I told you the rules at the beginning. I am following the rules. You should see when it gets close what I do. Okay, here comes our last question. What is your favorite theme park or theme park ride?
I like Carowinds, and then I like the Thunder Road.
You know what? I'm going to give you a point for that because that's an excellent answer. I've always wanted to go to Carowinds. So you come in with the highest score possible of 2 points to my 3. Congratulations. That was fantastic. I'm excited that we did that because I did win, so it was a good episode after all. So that's always good to see. So, we're going to get back to the chat room. They had a little time to put some things in here that we're going to get at. So let me throw the chat room back up on the screen.
Okay.
What does it mean? This is coming from your sister. Here we go. This is good. She's not throwing little easy ones either. What does it mean to be a contemporary woman?
In my opinion, to be a contemporary woman is someone to have choices, to support your husband, to choose to have that job, and, to choose it the way that you want it to be done. I don't feel like in the household there should be rules and, like my husband should do one thing and I should do another thing like our parents pretty much did. Like, the man brought home the bacon and the woman stayed home and cooked and cleaned and helped with the children. I feel like in today's society that it's nice to be able to have a choice, and I believe that's the direction that I personally am as a contemporary woman.
Okay, we have another one from her, but it sounds like it might be coming from some character named Piper.
Oh, Piper's my little niece.
A little niece. Okay, well, your little niece is asking, what is your favorite game?
Oh. I love Jenga. Jenga is my favorite game.
Okay, I totally thought that you were going to say just now that you enjoy Grand Theft Auto. So a big surprise from all of us here.
I love Jenga. And a cool thing about Jenga, I got married 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in August. And instead of us having like a guest book, we had Jenga blocks. So people would sign with a Sharpie or little Jenga blocks.
That is really cool. That's a great idea. I like that idea. Now, are you good at it, or is it just your favorite?
I'm pretty good at it.
You're pretty good at it. See, me, I have a hyperactive hand there that I just knock it over. I'm a bad sport. So, you're getting some chance for Jenga. Okay, Bobby Terry has a question for us. I think this is the first one from Bobby. Tell us about the state competition when you won. What was that moment like when the tiara was being installed on your skull?
I'd been through so much the last 6 months, and I was like, let's just go and do this pageant. Let's do it, one last time. And that moment, when I realized that it was me, I was hard, I was so happy, I was happy with happy tears, but it was like, oh my God, thank you. I finally did it. And, it's just, like I say, it's been a journey, and everything that I've been through, it was just such a blessing and an honor to be able to represent now, our state of North Carolina. So I'm beyond words sometimes with it, but it's just an amazing feeling. Okay.
Now, one thing we want to mention, since we're talking about the pageant itself, the local pageant or the state pageant, its website is not. I tried just typing in, Mrs. North Carolina, United States. You really want to go to Worldly Crowns with a K.com. And I got the website, and they got a cool website with lots of video on it.
Yes.
And I'm trying to, there we go, we'll scroll down a little bit. Isn't that exciting? I just learned how to do this.
That's cool. And the director, her name is Tasha. She's been directing the pageant the last 2 years. She's amazing. And, she's helped me. Without her, I would not be ready to go to nationals and be on that stage. And I competed with her last year, and I came back because she cares about her girls, and she wants us to be the best that we can be. Just as Miss Bobby Terry, she was one of my pageant directors as well that gave us the question about the state competition. And, both of those ladies are amazing and helped me grow into the woman that I am today.
That's fantastic. And I have to say, the website, I was impressed with this website. Not only because the video is flashy and all that, but I love when a pageant website, you don't have to search for 3 hours to find the application. It's right there. And then up across the top, They have all sorts of information on the actual event, where it is, what the contestants and judges are about, getting tickets to the event. That's what you need on there. I see a lot, well, I see a lot of pageant websites, and a lot of them, oh gosh, they need help. They need a lot of help. It is so sad. And, you need to find certain things. I want to find out who the current title holder is. I want to find out where it's going to be held. Very well set up, very easy to use, and I also tried it out on my phone, and it works there too.
Awesome.
Which, that's a big plus as well. So, fantastic. And if people are interested, I'm guessing they could contact you on Facebook as well.
Absolutely.
Tell them
I
about
think our next pageant for 2018 will be in March, beginning of March. So stay tuned for that. But definitely reach out to me, message me. I'm happy to keep you updated on that and give you information coming forward.
Fantastic. And it's really a great organization. The Mrs. United States is one of the premier pageants in the U.S. Now, it seems like our chat room is now just cheering for you. Phaedra rocks.
Oh, thank you.
Jenga. She's good. These sorts of things are throughout the chat room. There they are for you to see.
Oh, thank you.
So that's fantastic. I want to thank you so much, Phaedra, for coming on the show tonight. It's been a blast getting to talk to you. It has been such a long time. So, well, I'm sorry, just about a minute and a half ago when we spoke last, because obviously you're very young and you haven't been doing this for long. But we are so proud to have you on the program here again. I love it when we get to do callbacks to title holders and see what they're doing now. And you are doing so many cool things.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. And I think a question just came in the chat room that'll be a good one to end the show with.
Okay.
So let me hit my magic chat room creator again. There it goes. And oh, look, it might be your sister. Here it comes. Okay, are you ready? What would it mean to win Mrs. United States? You had to have thought about this question. What is your answer, Phaedra?
So to me, thanks, Phoenicia, for the question. For me, winning Miss United States is being a voice for these women that are homeless, that have nowhere to go, and for breast cancer patients that have just been diagnosed and don't know what to do, don't know what the next step is. And, really just creating awareness for my Red Slippers, Pink Pearls initiative to assist homeless breast cancer patients, create awareness nationwide, not just in North Carolina. It is an epidemic that's growing, with homeless and breast cancer. In my state of North Carolina, it's over 11,000 people that are homeless. And this year alone, nationwide for women, over 276,000 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. So, being the next Mrs. North Carolina, I want to educate, create awareness. I want them to have, somewhere they can go, that it's a safe place, and to know that they're not alone in whatever situation that they might be in.
Fantastic. I think that is a good way to go out. And, of course, you got hugs and kisses from Phoenicia as well. So thank you so much. It has been great having you on the show. And as we're coming to the close of another one of the programs, it's time once again to see your best pageant wave. So let's see your best pageant wave, different from the last time. Okay. Yeah, I'll set the scene. You're on the back of a Corvette. Okay. You're sitting up there. There are people on both sides, so make sure you're waving to both sides. Let's see your pageant wave. Okay, yeah, that's more like a hand signal, like I'm drowning. Okay, that.
It's probably
picture
more like this.
Picture it's your husband driving at 100 miles an hour. So
and I would be gripping.
He's right there that it's gripping. Okay, well, fantastic. Thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate it. And I want to wish you Tiara Dreams, and as we say then, to our viewers. So Tiara Dreams, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, you guys, for listening and being a part of this. I really appreciate it.
Good night. Tiara Dreams.
Thank you. Good night. Tiara and Dreams.